Apart from Rashid Sahib, anyone who wants to ask a question?
So there's two questions.
You have lent him? Questions?
No.
Are you sure?
Slightly no.
Okay, good.
But I have checked with my uncle first. So the job which I do involves borrowing and lending money in the wholesale market to banks and institutions. I obviously pay a lower rate for deposits and lend at a higher rate. Now the bank for which I work proposes to pay me on a commission basis rather than a straight salary. Would this be un-Islamic in view of the interest?
I have tried this before. To work on anything that's on commission basis, it is different from working in a bank with a straight contract of salary. They are two different things. You better change this job to a cleaner one.
They've offered it either way, whichever way I
You just go for the clean salary. Don't have anything to do with this usually things.
Right. Would that therefore be un-Islamic to take advantage?
What is the second question? You
Well,
had two.
The second one was to do with an article in the Times last week. There was a photograph in the Times last week, I don't know if you saw it, of Muslims praying in China, in a certain province, I forget which one it was. I was wondering whether we as a movement had any sort of representation in China, or were considering it in any way.
We have kept our conference in China. We are also sending some cassettes and some literature too. And only recently we plan to publish 10,000 copies of Islamic philosophy, rendered in Chinese previously but revised and brought up to the mark by Mr. Usman Chun Lai. Usman Chu. So this is Chow, I think, Usman Chow. And it has been sent to Canada for publication, or is it going to be published here?
Well, it has been sent to Canada as well as
Hong Kong for their quotation. Haven't you heard from them? There was a Chinese convert in Canada last year. It was he, in fact, who undertook this job, both to finance and to publish the book. So all the money we spend would be supplied by him, and the method of distribution would also be devised by him, and he will execute it as well. So this is a great opening for us.
How do you think the Chinese government will react? Do we have to require special...
You have to abide by the Chinese laws, then the Chinese government will not react unfavorably. But if you break their laws, any government would react unfavorably, of course. So it is difficult to go large-scale preaching in China under the present circumstances. But on minor individual basis, I think we can still make some headway. Yes, Munir sir.
This is a suggestion that in near future, United Kingdom will have cable television, and the government has given go ahead to have cable television. And I was watching a documentary yesterday where I find that it will be much cheaper than the ordinary television time to buy. Would Huzur consider availing this opportunity? As I gather, it will be about £1,000 per an hour. But for an hour. And yes, sir. They will be, as I gather, they are short of programs as yet, and they would rather be looking for. They would be rather looking for this.
limited, limited affair, not a wide, countrywide program.
Yes, sir, for the moment it's on trial basis.
Yes, I read a report on that. It was just a limited affair.
Yes, sir, but there is a scope in the near future that it will expand.
No, but the price for 1 hour is with relation to this limited scope or the expanded scope.
I think it was for the limited for the moment, but as they are experimenting throughout UK at different places. For example, in London, in Greater London, there are 4 places or 4 boroughs.
You better find out some more details about this,
Right, sir.
facts and figures, how many people would be listening to this program
Right, sir.
and in which areas of England.
Right, sir.
So then we'll decide. Submit this data to Imam Sahib. Now, Chaudhry Muhammad Abdul Rashid Sahib, your turn has come at last.
So this is Hazrat Masih Maud Allah.
The more you ask questions,
Yeah.
the size of this packet on which you have written questions is swelling the more instead of decreasing.
Well, I have few questions.
Your rate of collecting questions is faster than your rate of asking questions.
It's true, sir, because I have problem at home. You know, I love to come every day, but you know, my heart is here all the time. This question is from Hazrat Masih Maud saying, एक दफा एक शख्स नमाज पढ़ रहा था, तो हजरत मसीह मौद अलैहिस्सलाम ने उसको आवाज़ दी, उसने नमाज तोड़ दी और आपकी खिदमत में हाजिर हो गया। लोगों ने इतराज़ किया, तो हजरत मसीह मौद अलैहिस्सलाम ने फरमाया, अगर कोई शख्स नमाज पढ़ रहा हो और खुदा का नबी उसे बुलाए तो वो नमाज भी तोड़ सकता है।
Not only this, it is an order. The fact is that once this happened at the time of Huzur Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Huzur called for a sahabi, for the companion, and he came a bit late. So Huzur sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked him why. So he said, I was saying prayer. So Huzur was angry at this. He said, didn't you hear me calling you? That was enough. The point is that Imam, particularly this relates to the Prophet in fact. But occasionally a situation may arise that deriving authority from this, other Imams also may order people to leave the prayer for a national issue more important. Because there can be some crises which affect larger national issues where urgency is highly required. So it is not for the person to decide, it is for the Imam to decide whether this opportunity has arisen or not. That is with regard to every other Imam who derives his authority from Huzur Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As far as the Prophets go, this is their prerogative. When they call anyone, the question simply does not arise whether this is that occasion or this occasion. He must immediately attend to the call. And as far as I remember, Huzur sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned that verse of the Holy Quran as well, where it is said that whenever you are called by the Prophet, pay immediate heed. So, but this is to be checked. This I know positively, that Hazrat Rasul Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not like his tarrying behind and reprimanded him for this.
In Surah Anfal, sir, the ayat is Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu istajibu lillahi wa lirrasul idza da'akum lima
yuhyikum. I know. But what I mean to say is that as far as I remember, Huzur sallallahu alaihi wasallam also mentioned this verse or some other verse, but this is not positive. So we'll have to investigate further exactly the wording of the tradition.